Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we update you with the recent important legal developments across the country. Here are the headlines. Supreme Court refuses to entertain petition seeking to ban Mahapanchayat in Uttar Kashi. Asks petitioners to approach High Court. Supreme Court defers hearing on plea against grant of anticipatory bail to Y.S. Avinash Reddy. Allahabad High Court refuses to order CBI probe in the murder of gangster Sanjeev Maheshwari Jeeva. Calcutta High Court orders deployment of central forces for West Bengal Panchayat polls on July 8th. Punjab National Bank reprimanded by Bombay High Court over inaction in the Nirav Modi loan fraud case. Now let's take a detailed look at the headlines. A vacation bench of the Supreme Court comprising Justices Vikram Nath and A. Amanullah refused to entertain a petition filed by Association for Protection of Civil Rights that sought the ban on a Mahapanchayat or conclave proposed to be held in Uttar Kashi district of Uttarakhand. The event is to be organized by right-wing groups on June 15th. The petitioner claims that the Mahapanchayat that is being held over alleged love jihad cases in Uttar Kashi's Purola can create communal tension. The petitioner, an advocate, sought urgent listing of the matter, pointing out that the top court had previously issued a mandamus to the state government, directing it to ensure that no hate speeches are made. The top court's bench, however, asked the petitioner why can't she approach the High Court, and said the High Court can also pass appropriate orders if there is already a direction given by the apex court. In a recent development, the DGP of Uttar Kashi has denied permission to conduct the Mahapanchayat, and Section 144 of CRPC has been imposed in the state. The Supreme Court deferred to June 19, the hearing of a plea filed by the daughter of late MP Y.S. Vivekananda Reddy, challenging the order of the Telangana High Court that granted anticipatory bail to YSR Congress MP Y.S. Avinash Reddy on May 31st. The challenge is based on the ground that the top court had directed the CBI to conclude its probe by June 30th, but the High Court granted anticipatory bail to Avinash Reddy, who is one of the accused in the case. The case relates to the murder of former parliamentarian who was found dead at his residence on March 15, 2019, weeks before the assembly polls in Andhra Pradesh. Avinash Reddy, who is a cousin of the Andhra CM Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy, has been examined several times by the CBI, and his father Y.S. Bhaskar Reddy was arrested in connection with the killing on April 16 this year. The Supreme Court bench of Justices Vikram Nath and A. Amanullah said that it is not inclined to issue a notice while posting the matter for further hearing on June 19. Justice Amanullah also said that the CBI can very well say whose custodial interrogation is required and whose is not, and that it cannot be a case of ego clash and someone is put behind bars. The vacation bench of Justices D.K. Upadhyay and Jaspreet Singh of the Lucknow bench of the Allahabad High Court refused to order a CBI probe into the murder of gangster Sanjeev Maheshwari Jeeva, who was a close aide of gangster Mukhtar Ansari and was shot dead on June 7 in the court premises in Lucknow. The person who attacked Jeeva was dressed as a lawyer and opened fire at him in the court. The state government thereafter had set up a 3-member SIT to probe the incident. The court rejected a PIL filed by a local lawyer who alleged that the incident that happened in the courtroom left everyone stunned, and it should be investigated either by the CBI or a retired judge of the High Court. The Lucknow bench said that the petition has been filed at a very premature stage, and the SIT is investigating the incident, and the petitioner could not point out any reason as to why the probe should be transferred to any other agency. The High Court of Calcutta directed the State Election Commission to requisition and deployment of central forces for the West Bengal Panchayat polls scheduled to be held on July 8th. A division bench of the High Court presided by the Chief Justice T.S. Sivagnanam and Justice Hiranmay Bhattacharya passed the order stating that the petitioners prayed for deployment of central forces for ensuring peaceful elections, claiming that the state had witnessed large-scale violence during the municipal elections in 2022 and during Kolkata Municipal Corporation polls in 2021. Earlier in 2013, the first Panchayat elections in West Bengal, after the election of Mamata Banerjee government, were also held with the deployment of central forces. The present petition also sought the extension of time for filing of nominations. The court, however, refused to consider a prayer in this regard, stating that the State Election Commission is competent to take a decision on the matter. The High Court of Bombay reprimanded the Punjab National Bank for its inaction in the loan fraud case by apparent diamond merchant Nirav Modi. The division bench of the High Court, comprising Justices Revati Mohite Dere and Gauri Godse, were hearing pleas by the Enforcement Directorate, challenging an order of the Special Court that permitted the release of 9 attached properties worth Rs 424 crore to the bank in the loan fraud case. The court raised concerns in the matter and remarked that huge amounts of money involved and no steps taken by the bank. After all, this is public money. What happens when a common man has to take loan? The investigation agency claimed that it ought to get the right over the property. PNB, however, said that the bank was entitled to custody over the properties as they were the creditors. The bench granted both the parties to file their affidavits in reply within 2 weeks and posted the matter for further hearing in 3 weeks. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. And subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.